Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
All right, man, let's talk about Demetrius Andrade is vacating his 160-pound belt after the deadline came and gone for the Genevic mandatory fight. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. So he decided that he gonna go back to 168 and fight Zach Parker for the interim title. He got injured and pulled out the fight, and now I guess he gonna fight him again. I guess the Genevic bag wasn't enough. Andrade is just a mess, dude. A lot of people say that last little rant that he had, he was drunk. I didn't really think he was drunk. I just thought that's just the way he be talking. And maybe he was drunk, but I just thought that's the way it is. So I didn't think he was drunk. He just like that, in my opinion. But you know, it is what it is. But his only leverage he had out here was his world title, and now he gave his world title leverage up, and that's a bad business decision. You know, you got some people say his father kind of steered him to do the wrong. I don't know what it is. Eddie Hearn kind of cutting back on fighters, especially the black fighters. Heard, you know, the whole Haney thing. Heard that, you know, the zone really didn't want to, you know, keep paying Haney. Same for Demetrius Andrade. You know, and obviously, you know, he couldn't, you know, satisfy what Billy Joe Saunders want, even though Billy Joe Saunders, like, few far in between for a comeback. And I'm like, he looks super heavy, but his only leverage was the belt. Now he's gonna fight for an interim belt where Canelo could do what the fuck he want to do, right? Andrade's career has just been a big mess. Andre Ward, you know, he made a big career mistake by signing back with Ten Goosen. And him and Ten Goosen had some beef, and Ten Goosen had him fighting in Southern California, knowing Andre Ward wasn't a draw in Southern California, just to send a message to Andre Ward. And then he ended up passing. He was a promoter of Ten Goosen, Dan, I think Joe Goosen's brother, Dan Goosen. And you know, he ended up passing away, and Andre Ward worked out a settlement, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, with the family. Got his release. You know, it was just a big mess. Andre Ward made some bad business decision. You know, didn't fight Lucian Bute. It's so funny how he get mad when somebody like me or Fred say something, which, you know, it is what it is. Fred was wrong as hell at the time, and I admit that. You know what I'm saying? But he get mad, but when Ben Thompson and then Fight Hype write an article that's still up saying he ducking Lucian Bute, he still talk to them. Like I said before, man, I'm just really becoming good on boxing. At more and more, you know, hopefully when the boxing season heat back up, hopefully I can get back to just talking about boxing, you know, because there ain't shit been going on in the Crawford front, and that's, you know, and AJ kind of say the weekend. I didn't really watch the other two main events. I watched some of the undercards, but I went to bed, so that's why I didn't talk about Lipinets. I did see Polello and the background my Badama did fight, and the co-feature never right. I went to sleep, dude. I'm not gonna just keep wasting my time with these filler cards. You know what I'm saying? But Andrade, you know, like I said, Andre Ward made some mistakes, but he was able to just, you know, he had gold medal leverage. You know what I'm saying? But also, even without the gold medal, he was able to, you know, get his career back on the road, make big moves, beat Kovalev in the whole nine. And a lot of people didn't like how he went after Chad Dawson. Obviously, Floyd voiced his displeasure there. His father used to trade Chad Dawson. He wants to dub Chad Dawson when he retired the best pound-for-pound fighter in boxing. He dubbed Chad Dawson that when he retired. And, you know, he said he didn't like how Andre Ward, you know, kind of went up there and picked on Chad Dawson and brought him down to 68 when he should have just fought him at 75. But, you know, he didn't fight Lucian Bute, but he got it back on track. You know, he got it back on track, man. And that's one thing you can say about Andre Ward. He closed out strong. Shot the fade against Kovalev, and, you know, people still talk shit, but Demetrius Andrade, I think the talent is there, but just the business IQ, he just keep making bad decision after bad decision. And once he burned the bridge with Al Heyman really ain't got no more room for fighters, dude, anyway. So, you know, Andrade is just going to be one of them fighters, how good Andrade could have been, not how good Demetrius Andrade was. How good could he have been? And, you know, Canelo wasn't giving you never giving you no shot. Too tricky. Charlo was never giving you no shot. Too tricky. You know, you asking these dudes to fight, you know, and they ain't fighting people on their side of the street. And his whole career, man, is just a mess. You know, beating Jermell Charlo, I mean, it wouldn't have saved him. But then again, damn, how I'm the champion and the challenger who ain't never fought for a world title, never been a world title, is making more money than me. I understand that, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And all the momentum he built on Friday night fights and the casual fan base he built, he just threw it all the way down the drain. Him and Alexander Lara going back and forth, who ducking, fight never got made. Dudes should just take some money, go back to school, get an education, dude, and go work a 9 to 5. Honestly, go start a business. That's what he should do. His boxing career's over with, dude. He gonna lose somebody that nobody see coming. You know what I'm saying? Inactive, consistently inactive throughout his career. And at this point, it's a fucking joke. And whoever gave him business advice, man, bro, he should never take no business advice from him. Even if he go and start another business or do what he ever gonna do, whatever he gonna do in the rest of his life, he should never take another piece of business advice from that person. He need to get a whole different team around him. Because you give up your only leverage is the world title. Like when he pulled out negotiations for Cordoba, talking about it wasn't enough money. What type of money you looking for, dude? You got to start somewhere. And he wasn't willing to start nowhere. He trying to think he like Andre Ward, dude. You ain't no gold medalist. I don't believe he medaled. And it's sad. Real sad. Bad business decisions derailed his career. Bad politics derailed his career. And he started off on probably the best platform you can start off on is Friday Night Fights. An accessible platform where he built a nice little fan base and never capitalized on it. But then it ain't like too many of his peers is doing too much better. Jamel Charlo just had a big undisputed fight, but less than 1 million people watched him fight. Nobody paid for it. Nobody paid for a ticket for real. They was letting people in from the soccer game next door. So once you just think about it, bro. Jamal Charlo, what are you doing? No girlfriend on the internet saying he ain't fighting again. This, that, and the third going on. Canelo gonna do what it do because Canelo got a built-in fan base. Fighting on Floyd cards, being dubbed by Oscar, fighting on free TV in Mexico. So, and serves him right. He just got his ass whooped. Serves him right. But the best fighting the best in boxing is dead. They want to fight the best when they beyond their best. Or dudes want to fight the best and jump up 2 or 3 weight classes and fight the best. Mikey Garcia started that shit. Instead of fighting Lomachenko, I asked you to move up and fight Errol Spence. But it is what it is. Andrade continue to make bad decision after bad decision, dude. Drop a world title fight for an interim. So now maybe he can't make the weight, but who the fuck you gonna fight at 68? You're not letting Benavidez fight Andrade. You're not letting Benavidez fight Charlo out hanging. You want to save both for Charlo and Benavidez for Canelo. Why would he let you fight neither one of them? Unless you look real bad in your next fight. And still, Al Heyman can't even make the fights he need to make. Benavidez fighting Jose Uzatagi, for God's sakes. Fondura fighting Ocampo. Come on. Them the only 2 fights we know of right now. Come on. But Andrade, man, it's a wrap. I'm expecting him to lose somebody you don't see coming. And I don't know if he was scared of Jinovic. I seen a little bit of Jinovic, real good fighter. And I'm assuming the money was nowhere near the wrist, and maybe he thought the money and the wrist matched up better for Zach Parker. And that's what I'm assuming. But him banking Chris Eubanks, I got $1 million for you. Like, bruh, dude made 2 or 3 guaranteed versus Liam Williams. What's $1 million to him? And then, I'm fighting Liam Williams, a fucking Euro bum. And I know I'm going to lose to Demetrius Andrade. Why would I do that? That dude put out versus Jamal Charlo. Ran over to Katie Sutherland. So that dude just want to fight welterweights and, junior welterweights and featherweights and shit like that. That's what he want to do. you know. But it is what it is, man. And I don't think he could right his wrongs with his bad business decisions like Andre Ward did and some other fighters did. You know, Floyd Mayweather left Bob Arum and hit the ground running. Andrade, you know, left the Star Banner and Italian guys. You know, then Eddie Hearn started kind of jogging a little bit. Now he back walking, crawling, shit. That dude literally should just retire, dude, honestly. That dude should literally just retire, go get an education, train on the side. That whole Olympic class that came out and still fight, most of them just ain't doing what they supposed to do. Crawford Crawford is the most accomplished. Still, man, there should be a lot more to do, but Al Heyman won't let him. You know, and Errol Spence Slappy's gonna say, oh, it was him the whole time. It was him the whole time. We got fucking movie lengths of him saying that he ain't want it. Then, you know, Gary Russell, he ain't did shit, lost his belt, came in, hurt his arm. They was gonna strip him if he didn't fight, probably. So, I mean, it is. Carl Darkins is in that class, you know, shit, his little situation, chasing skirts outside the gym is what they say in Philly. He never lived up to his potential. Whole bunch of guys wasting their whole, you know, they never reaching their maximum potential. But in the atmosphere in today's boxing, that's impossible. Even Canelo ain't reaching his maximum potential. He ain't putting no work whooping the best ass. Not enough. Here and there he picked and chose and drained people, but that is what it is. Check out the Box News playlist. Find the article on Boxing Scene. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJGood313. Venmo, CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree link in the description if you got want to reach me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.